up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about how to make BASSWELL style rave techno. To go along with this video, you can get the full project file, samples, MIDI, presets, everything from this video. It's available at the top of the description on my website. Make sure you go grab that and let's get started. We're at 152 BPM. First thing we got here is this rave stab. Alright, so here's the pattern. You can see it's basically the same pattern, but we're using different rhythms to make it a bit more exciting, you know? It's really just like eighth notes and quarter notes. But then there's these little choppy 16th notes here. I think one thing that's really important with this is you notice this note length really matters. You can get a lot out of a sound just playing with like the length of the notes, you know? Right, so definitely play around with that. As far as the sound goes, we got the stab here. I've actually made it a bit shorter inside of the envelope here. It makes it a little more punchy. We got a little bit of OTT and drum bus, both kind of being blended with a small dry wet. If I turn them off, then back on, you can hear it. It just gives a little bit more push, kind of makes it a little more full. Reverb, high pass, and then we're side chaining. We've also got this little stab. So yeah, this is just playing these two little down like that, even though you kind of can't hear it. It just sounds like one note. It's using wavetable to create these kind of like hardstyle stabs. Like these sort of morphing synths like that. So you can see I got this bit ring here, and then I've also got this JN60. I'm using an LFO on both of them. And yeah, using wavetable, you can get these stabs really easily. You can see all you really need to do is just move around a wavetable, and it creates that sound. We got some delay, some reverb, and then a side chain. Then we got our kick. So you can see it's just this fat, punchy kick here. Then layered under it, we got this clap. So this is something I heard in a lot of these BASSWELL tracks, and this type of techno, it just adds a little bit more punch to the kick. It's a great way to do it. Because like in the whole mix, you can hear it just adds like a, that would be really hard to get out of a kick, but a clap is also like a very hard hitting sound. So go ahead and just layer those. Then we got the rumble, which is made up of two layers. It starts with this. So basically what I got going on here is I have the same kick going through this crazy rumble here. What this is it's a delay, 16 note delay with no filter into a distortion. So I'll turn off like all the distortion. So we're doing that, and then we're multiband distorting that. And then we're using autopan to make it bounce off the kick. So yeah, this is a great way to make these rumbles. It's just like multiband distortion, you know, where you can see you got the mids, highs, and the lows, and then keep the lows normal, right? It just creates this really juicy rumble. So I took that, and then I actually bounced it down. And then all this is just one little piece of that. I pitched it down -1, and then I low passed it. And then on top of that, I've got this one. And then this kind of fills in the mid-range a bit. So this starts like this. Then we're band passing it. Short reverb, auto pan to make it come off the kick. Low pass, and then a high pass, because you don't need this to be in the low end too much. You put the whole kick together and you get this. So it has a lot of power, and it gets into the mid-range and stuff. You know, it's not just in the lows anymore for the rumble. Then we got our hi-hats. You know, really simple. You don't need them to be too loud because they're obviously just gonna sit on top of that kick, and the other elements are already doing so much. So what we're doing here is I've got this 909 core kit. You can hear the open hi-hat, but I've also got this closed hi-hat playing. So what I'm doing is I'm using the chokes inside of here. If you look, you can see, I think you got to click that. Yeah. And then it says choke 1C on the closed hi-hat, and then also same thing on the open one. So basically what it's saying is like when one of these plays, the other one stops playing. But then what I did is I muted the closed hi-hat. So you can actually use that if you mute it to like make this as long as you want. You know, you can make it even shorter, or you could do like, right? So you get a lot of control over that using this method. You just have to make sure to mute that second hi-hat. And then this is also just got a little auto pan on this hi-hat here. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. Every little bit helps. And I will see you tomorrow with another video.